Hello, today we are playing Shirahoshi. I personally have a little bit of a soft spot for these leaders that aren't able to attack, and because somebody in my comments asked me to play the Mermaid Princess, I thought, why not make a video on it? Usually I go through my deck building choices at the end of the video, but I thought because this is a leader that not everybody is familiar with, it would be useful to talk about it in advance rather than later. So let's talk about Shirahoshi's leader ability. With it, you can play out a Neptunian type character or a Megalo if you want to include one of those. I personally chose not to, with a cost equal to or less than the number of Dons you have on your field. So the entire engine of the deck basically consists of these Neptunians. And in order to find all the Neptunians that we need, we are playing the Shirahoshi Searcher, and we got a new card in OP12 in this new 2-cost Shirahoshi, which helps our buddies become a lot more sticky, both in terms of combat power and in terms of removal immunity. The goal of the deck is basically to flood your board as quickly as possible and to overpower your opponent with the amount of stats you can cheat out quickly, and by them not being able to remove the characters you cheat out. In order to keep that engine going, we do need to find ways to either take our own life that we flipped with leader ability, or to flip our life back down. For that we have Zeus, which is both a KO outlet but also helps us be able to remove our life if it's annoying for us. We have this Otohime, which also just allows us to reset our leader ability for 1 Don, and it is card neutral because it draws as a card. Then this Shirley. I initially did not have this Shirley in my build because I used to have the 1-cost Searcher Kami in it, but I found that the value of flipping your life back face down is more important than the Searcher ability of the 1-cost Kami. The reason I didn't include this card at the beginning is because you don't actually have that many targets to find with this Shirley, but I've told myself that finding a card is only a bonus, and the true power of this card is just being able to flip the life back down and for it to be a blocker. I'll talk about it later when I show you some cards that you can potentially think about including, but you can also replace this card with the 2-cost Viola, but the reason I included this is because it's in archetype with Fishman Island, so it's searchable by your Shirahoshi. Another card that helps you flip your life back down is the Neptune, and it does it perfectly by cycling you and drawing you some cards as well. Your top end and game finisher, like with most green decks, is just Holy Jones. And then I included Red Hawk because after quite a few games I found, especially after playing against some GPs, I was really missing the ability to KO some 5 costs. And in a deck that doesn't have a lot of early aggression, where the life total of both leaders tends to stay at 5 or above for most of the game, you actually get quite a lot of use out of this Red Hawk in terms of its removal power. And because I find the way you tend to lose games is by your opponent aggressing you down and ignoring your board, the +3 on the Red Hawk is never wasted either. One last tech card I want to talk about is this Arlong. He is partly the reason why I initially was running the Kami, because I wanted to have a way to find this Arlong. But I found that in every other matchup, apart from Green Zoro, I preferred having the Shirley. So I thought that in the Green Zoro matchup, I'd rather gamble on finding this Arlong organically. Let's talk about some other options to include in the deck. I already talked about the Kami. It's just a different type of searcher, but it doesn't help you search your actual engine. It only helps you search your tech pieces. That I felt like in most games, I never actually wanted to play her. The Viola is just another option, or a different type of option, if you find yourself needing to be able to flip your life down. Because now with this new 2-cost Shirahoshi, it is very, very important that you always end your turn with your life face down, because otherwise Shirahoshi doesn't protect you from any removal effects. So having cheap ways to flip your life back down can be quite useful. This Jinbei I just included in case you wanted to replace the Otohime. I think the Otohime is better, but having a trigger body sometimes can be good. I initially started by having the Shirahoshi in my deck, but I never found myself using the activate main. It is quite nice to play a 5-drop on your 4-drop turn, but the value of it is not massive enough for me to want to sacrifice a card slot for it. Let's jump to this Jinbei. He is a Fishman Island card, so it's in archetype, which is quite nice. And I really do want to include him, and I initially had him included, and I liked the card. I just kind of wish I could take this card and Hody and merge it into one, so that in some games I could use Hody and in some games I could use Jinbei. Because right now I just don't have the space in the deck, even though this is objectively a very, very good card. So it might find its way back. I include this Bonnie because I found that, as with most leaders that can't attack, your main issue is card draw. And this Bonnie solves that for green. However, because your leader actually can't rest itself, it is annoyingly tricky to get 8 or more rested cards. So I tried it for a bit, but I ended up taking it back out. But I thought I'd include it just in case you would want to have the option. Then I tried this Kumo for a bit, because, like I mentioned earlier, the main way I think you tend to lose is by your opponent actually aggroing you down while ignoring your board. While also this Kuma being able to give you a life that's face down, so if you are stuck on having your leader ability with a face up life, you can actually play this Kuma, give you an artificial face down life to be able to use leader ability again. And it's just a great card. It's probably one of the best yellow cards in the game right now. So it is 100% worth to include. I just opted for a bit more consistency. But again, it might find its way back into the deck. Lastly, I'll give you 2 top-end options. They do 2 different things. Kit helps you be more aggressive, while Shanks helps you control the board state more. So depending on what you value more, you can include either of those instead of things like the Hody or the 5-cost Seeking, this one, because this one is only there really to KO Toshigis or chump blockers. So replacing this brick with another brick, but it's a top end, could be quite good. Anyways, that was a much longer intro than usual, so I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and if you do, I hope you will also consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. Alright, let's play some Shirahoshi. I've never really played this leader, but somebody requested it. And I am somebody who tends to like leaders who can't attack for some reason. Like, I've loved Iceberg for a long time, so let's see how this goes. He told me to go first. I assume I'll just want to find a 5-drop and a 4-drop, so let's mulligan this. Let's start with a Shirahoshi. See what we draw. We want to find a 5-cost Seeking. Can this be played off the Shirahoshi? It can, but we can't really play next turn. Oh, we could. Yeah, let's take this. And then here we can only grab the Hody. Then we'll pass. And then this turn we'll play Shirahoshi into Madara. No, we'll use leader ability to play Madara. Look at top 5 for a Shira or Seeking. So we can't grab the event. We can only grab this or Lord of the Coast, so let's grab Lord of the Coast. And then we can play this Shirahoshi into her dad. Use leader ability. Ditch a Lord of the Coast. This might come in really handy against all the big drops. Maybe I'll ditch a Madara, and then I can rest this character, and the Sea King can attack. Up to one of your Sea King type characters can attack characters on the turn it's played, so nothing is rested right now. Okay. I thought this could make my Sea Kings or characters attack active, so I was wondering whether I could give this to Kami and attack the Bond Clay, but it doesn't seem like I can. I'll take that. Here's a Nami. Now, is this a Hody turn? Might be. I get to rest one of his Dons so that, like, I get to rest his Don so that he can't use Bagua. Doesn't sound too bad. Rest the Don and rest Bentham. Swing 1 into it, and then we'll swing 7 with Neptune and 8 with Hody. Okay. I wonder how good this Shirahoshi is. Maybe it's not good enough. But then playing those two was kind of nice. Do we have a 2k? Yeah. Let's give him this 2k. I didn't want to give him the Zeus with Mihawk cards. So these we probably want to keep to lock this Mihawk down. So let's play a big drop. Then we'll play this. Stitch a Kami. And then we'll swing 7. Do I want to use the Zeus on the Nami or not? This doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Swing 6. And yeah, I think I'll use the Zeus on the Nami. And then if he attacks the Madara, we'll let it go, but if he attacks the Neptune, we'll try to defend. And hopefully we can keep this Mihawk locked down every turn with Lord of the Coast. I don't want to give this. Okay, that's scary. This is pretty scary, and then I don't think the Lord of the Coast game plan will matter anymore. I mean, we can lock 2 things down for a turn, but we could also just play Hody next turn and try to go for it, which I don't think is that bad of a plan. So I think I'll do that, because if I lock these 2 down, I still don't have a blocker or anything. So if he would want to, he could really just go for game. So I think I need to defend this and just try to kill him with Hody. Swing a bunch of 8s at him. Eight and a 9. Is that enough? Come on. Let's go! Shirahoshi beats the boogeyman of this set. Let's get it. First game, easy. Shirahoshi versus Rayleigh. Let's take second. This seeking is gonna be quite good, but the rest of my hand is a bit meh. So I think we'll mulligan anyway. Alright, let's play Shirahoshi and pass. Play Sanji. I'll go search. Ah, did I do a mistake there? Should I have played searcher first, and then this turn I could have searched the second time. No, he could have just swung into the searcher. He didn't swing at all. Why didn't he swing? That just threw me off. Confusing. Yeah, let's grab a Madara. Then use leader ability to play Madara. Grab Naroko, I guess. And pass. Plays Luffy, shows me double observation. Plays Sanji. It's pretty good for him, because he gets to use that pretty freely. Use observation to grab himself another Luffy. Okay. I think... do I want to use Zeus this turn? I can just play Jinbei if I really wanted to. Or it's just playing two bodies better. Maybe playing two bodies is just better. Because we can still Jinbei the turn after. And he has found another Luffy, so we know we'll like need to swing into Luffy again. So I think we'll just play two bodies. I'm tempted to play Madara though, because I don't feel like we need characters that are that big. Ah, let's just play the Sea King, the big one. Duel 2, trash. 1, trash the Shira. And then this Madara being 7 now is not that easy for him to deal with. If he would want to deal with it. I think if I was him, I would just swing into life. Grabs a Kongatling. Plays down Zoro instead of the Luffy. That probably means he doesn't have anything to play with the Luffy. 7 will definitely take. It's gonna be another 7, and then an 8, huh? Sure, let's take this as well. A 5 will counter. Shows me 2 events. It's gonna be an 8. 9. Painful. Sure. Kyoto Sanji. Now, how do you want to do this? I think we'll start with a 9 at the Luffy. Okay, let it go. Then let's go 8 here. Okay, let's go 5 at lead, 6 at lead. I mean, I think I just want to play this blocker and leave it at that. So I guess I could have swung higher, but it didn't matter because he was going to take the life anyways. That's a bait. We'll give him a 1k here. Good killer. That's a nice 8k block. So strong. And this will use event on. Alright, let's go 7 into Kid Killer. Use effect to restand. Let's go another 7. Do we want to do anything else? No, right. Am I just winning? Is Shirahoshi busted? He can't do anything, no? This leader's broken. Shirahoshi was Smoker. Let's take first away from them. And this is okay, I think. So let's keep. Play Shira down and pass. We get to play Madara into Neptune the turn after. Yeah, let's take the first one. Plays a Sanji. Okay, I don't know why he did it that way around, but sure. Maybe he was scared of a trigger. Oh, we don't actually get to play Neptune into Madara, do we? So let's play a Madara and see if we can find... That's actually the one I was looking for. Nice. Play this. Use ability to kill the Sanji and pass. And he's just a 9k. That's so strong. I'll 2k this one, I think. Although maybe I should have kept it to blow up the smoker. But if he has Tashigi, it doesn't matter anyway. So just play Tashigi so I don't feel bad. Thank you. Thank you. Let's flip our live. Play Neptune, flip it back. Cycle a little. Don't think we need the Shirahoshi anymore. Let's go 5 and 7, keep it done up so we don't get banished. Alright, nice. I'm surprised he took that 5. Do you want to go down to 2 already? I think the 5 we can take. As long as we stop this smoker. Which we should with the 1 cost event. Okay, plays the chopper. Restands 3. It's 9 lead, I'll give him +4/+1. Then next turn we can freeze the smoker. So let's go 7. Maybe we can swing even higher, because we have so much Don to use. Basically just use 1 Don this turn to play this. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We could swing a bunch of 9s even. Yeah, just swing a bunch of 9s, I guess. Why the hell not? Sure, that's not bad for him. That's a bit... I mean, he used Bolgon on this. We can't, like, swing with it anyways. So I think we'll just let it go. And then... let's play a Kami, see if we can find like a Hody or something. I think... is it the 2? I think it's... oh, we can't take the 2k. What can we take? Can we only take the Jinbei? Oh, okay. And then we'll flip the live, play this, freeze the smoker, and pass. Okay. Oh, he really wants to get rid of that Shiro. I guess he wants to use a mole gun, or well, he makes all my characters more targetable, which is good. Sure, I can let that go. Six at lead will take. He has so much Don left again, which makes me like not that confident about trying to go for game. Let's swing an 8. Because that's like a weird number for him. Because if he has this event, he needs to give me another card. If he has Igloo, it's inefficient. And if he has this event, he can't like block or whatever. Should we just play Jinbei anyways? Let's go 9 here. Okay, he has another one of those restands. Then let's go 7 at the Tashigi. Then I'll go 7 lead. I don't even want to play Kami. Probably not. I don't think it finds me any of the 2Ks in my deck. Yeah, so let's just pass. With Hody, he might have game on me. I don't think he does. No, I don't think he does. But with all the restanding done, it always becomes a bit iffy. Okay, just get on my Don. Perfect. We made him waste 1 Don. Let you have that one. I'll give you 2k, 1k. Oh, well, GG's. Shirahoshi versus Nami. I'll take second and I'll hard mulligan for the 2-cost Shirahoshi. Perfect. That's what we want to see. So that he can't just bounce everything of ours freely. Let's play it. Goes 8 into my life. It's fine. Let's see if we can find 4-drop Seeking. Yep. That's kind of what we wanted. Let's play this, grab this one, and pass. We want to take that one because I want to be able to flip my life the next turn. So that Shirahoshi would have been able to be active. Now it's a bit weird, but it's still fine. Let's search. Let's find the big one. Play this Shira, grab the Hody, flip live to play this one, flip it back down so everything is protected. And then we'll go 8 lead. Pass. Just always need to make sure that our life is face down. So that he can't bounce anything or remove anything. At least not easily. He can always choose to like play double Nojiko or play Nojiko Zeus. And then there's not much we can do about it, but at least this way we'll make him work for it. I'm thinking about giving him the block here, but that's not. His best play on this turn is Odin, I guess. Because Josie doesn't do anything. Yep, we'll just block. Kuma. Okay. Definitely want to play this. And then let's use this to put it back. Now what else do we want to do? We could use Arlong, but I don't know if that's worth it. We could also just swing high. Let's swing like 4 here. See if he wants to defend it. Yeah, I didn't think he would. And then we can just swing 8 and 9. Okay, I mean, use card action. Sadly, we don't have a second way to put our life down. We could use Zeus if we really wanted to, but that might be a bit greedy. But if he Grav Blades, we are very sad. So you know what, let's just use Zeus. Let's just do that. Take the top life. Done. It's very greedy, but I think if he Gravity Blades us with our life up, I don't think we're winning anymore. Yep, now we're making him work for it though. Okay. Chose to bounce to Shira. Do we want to defend this? We can give 2k, block 2k. Is that worth it? It's not bad. But also there's just a 5 body. So I think it's fine. I'll block 2k here though. Use this ability. Play Shira down. And I think I just want to hard play the Lord of the Coast this turn. So we can go like 9-9 at face. Play Lord of the Coast, freeze the Kuma. This would be a lot easier if we had like another character in our hands that would let us flip our life down. We'll block this one cheaply while we can, and then we give it 2k, 1k here. Then he plays Kid. Oh, this is a weird spot. Because we don't have anything to flip our... Oh, can we just flip this? For 1 Don, we can just flip it. So we can always hit. We want to play Arlong to freeze like the Kid. And then we have one thing to block with. We need to clear one of these bodies. And I don't think that's going to be easy. So with 5 at lead. Let's go 11 into Jozu. Then we have 2 Don to use here. Just flip this. Use this ability. Play Arlong. Freeze the leader. That's very awkward. I don't think it's enough to like allow us to win next turn. Oh, by taking this, our Shirahoshi is not active anymore. Yep, I have to block that. They just aren't low enough. Damn, I really thought this matchup would be good for us because of the Shirahoshi, but it doesn't seem like we can do anything. GG's. Shirahoshi versus Kid. Let's take second. And this is okay, I think. Let's keep. Start with the searcher. And let's grab Neptune. You can find a different big seeking with Madara. Yep. Then let's play Madara. I guess I'll grab another Shirahoshi and then I'll play these two. Pass. Okay, that was a pretty annoying turn for us. Let's play Neptune. I don't think we need Arlong in this matchup. And then flip the life for the big boy. Rest my searcher. Plays low. Go 6. Which do I want to defend? And play Hody. I guess it's okay. Then I'll swing 7 here. This will always be a 9. It was 2 trashes 1. Then I'll flip my life for Madara. Let's grab a 2k and play another Neptune. Draw 2, trash 1. Trash the Kami. Plays the law. Goes into the Neptune, which I think I want to defend. And then I guess he's deciding whether he wants to go 7 into it again. Which it seems like he is. I'll give it the Shirahoshi because I just don't think it matters anymore. Then he uses ability, and I think I should play Hody here. Rest the blocker. I'll go 5 into it. I'm gonna swing 2 9s at him. Keep it on up. Okay, nice. Swing 7 twice. Pass. Plays a Kuma. Surprised he didn't play Kid. Six into Madara. No, I'll counter this. Why not? This one I'll counter as well. Then he plays a beige. This does not trigger out, so start with a 7. Let's see how he wants to react. Let's go 7 again. Let's go 7 again. And then we'll just do 2 big swings. And pass. think I'll just protect my board at this point the best I can. This is too big for me to want to defend though. The 2 and a 1 here, he plays a kid. There's 2 blockers and a done up. I have 4 swings, so they all need to connect. Oh, we draw Hody Jones top deck. Do we rest the blockers? I think we do. We go 8 lead. And GG. Shirahoshi against Saka. I think, even though we have the 2-drop, I don't think this is quite good enough. Let's mulligan. This is not much better is the problem. But let's see. I feel like this matchup, despite having the Shirahoshi, would be difficult. Do I play it now or do I wait a turn? You know what? Let's wait a turn. Then maybe I get to play it alongside something that can flip the life back down. The problem is with Saka, he always has more than enough abilities to bottom deck things. So let's see if we can remove this twice. I'd assume he can, he just needs like a Brook and a Houndblaze or something. I'll block while I can. Yep, there's the Brook, but let's still use it. Houndblaze, just like I thought. I'll give the 2k. Okay, he doesn't want to rest his characters, but I can do that for him. Eight into the Cruzan and 6 into the Brook. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to restand this Chomage because we had to take the life and we are not at 8 done. But we take what we can get. Okay, he Josu's. Josu is fine. Plays brand new. Back down. Gets nothing. Ditches a 2k. And goes 5 at me, and I think I'll counter this one. Could like Hody again, but I don't think that's worth it. See what we get from playing Neptune. Nothing amazing. God, I wish I could use his leader ability again. I think I'll ditch this one and then I'll pass. Gravity Blade now is gonna hurt like hell if they run it. Five at lead, I think we should protect. Oh god. 10 drop. Okay. Now we need to be aggressive. So let's use this to play Chomage, and then we'll use Hody And we'll just try to deal as much damage as we can. And then hope we can Hody again and win. Because with this 10 drop down, which we can't remove, we're just on a clock. It's not even like we can hold it and rest it and then swing into it, because it's just too much done. Cycles, plays the Shigi. Grabs a Marine Fort. I don't think he needs that anymore, he has enough reduction on the board. Plays it anyway. Plays a Brook. Where's the 10 going? That will have to defend. And now bottom decks both. So what I assume will happen. Okay, he doesn't have the whatever sword. But he gets rid of one. He has a T-bone. So he definitely has a 2k in hand. Let's see if Hody Jones is enough. Let's see if Hody Jones is enough. What is that? 2 9s? Sure. Let's make it 2 9s. Another 9? Oh, nope. That was close. That was close though. GG. Alright, let's go over some final thoughts on this deck. First and foremost, do I think this deck is good? The short answer is no. Unfortunately, I don't. I lost quite a few games trying to figure this deck out. And in some games, it feels really powerful if you get your perfect curve in terms of playing Shirahoshi into playing a 4-drop, flipping your life back down with a blocker, into playing your vanilla and a Neptune, and then you're set up. But in other games, you just spend your first few turns doing nothing, and instead of you being the aggressive deck, you actually end up being on the back foot for most of it. And the weird part as well is you never actually play with 5 characters on board. This deck, I think, would be good. It wouldn't be broken or anything, but I think this deck would be good if it had a bigger board state. If you could play more than 5 characters. Because most of the time, because you want to have this Shirahoshi sticking on board in order to protect and buff all your characters, you actually end up only playing with 4 bodies. And then you sometimes also just want to have a blocker on the board, so you actually end up only playing with 3 characters. And then because sometimes you're stuck with your life face down in a way, because you don't necessarily want to replace your full board already with another character, you are stuck with keeping the blocker Neptunian standing instead of swinging with it and restanding it, that you actually only play with 2 characters on the board. And your leader can't swing. So all this pressure you theoretically want to have gets reduced so much by needing to have all these pieces on board. And that's also partly the reason why I took out the green Shirahoshi. Because if you also want to have this Shirahoshi on board to use its activate main, you actually only play with 2 or 3 characters on board that can do anything and swing and affect the gameplay. So I think if you could have like a board state of 7 or 8 characters where you could have both of these supporting characters on the field at all times, then this deck could contest some of the meta decks. Like basically one of these, like these 2 abilities should have been the stage. The stage is so useless, but if these 2 would have been the stage, man, I think this deck actually could be able to do something. Unfortunately, in the state it is now, I think you can win a locals with it if you end up playing into the right decks. I mean, this deck is weirdly strong into blue-purple Luffy, which is the currently strongest deck in the game. But because of this 2-cost Shirahoshi, and because of how big all your characters are, blue-purple struggles into it quite a lot. So if you have a locals with a lot of blue-purples, go ahead and destroy them. I think this deck is really good into like other aggro decks as well, like Kalgar. It's, if you find this Longjaw, it is solid into Rayleigh as well. But then against deck like Bonnie or green purple, it just completely folds in half, and because your leader can't attack, there's no deviating from your game plan, and there's not that much ingenuity in terms of dragging yourself out of a hole. So would I continue playing this leader? Me personally, probably not. But it was fun to try. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a good day.